onset of my illness was I was 19 years old, and I had my first psychotic break, and it was really, really terrifying.
Before Cornerstone, I was falling through the cracks like other aging middle management professionals.
My diagnosis is schizoaffective disorder.
I am diagnosed as a rapid cycling bipolar with psychotic features.
From age 19 to 32, I was probably hospitalized at least 2 times a year.
Most people my age, they go away to college and they get that experience in the dorms where it's like guided independence. But I never had that because of my illness.
And I was flailing away, couldn't find work, couldn't keep a job, was fighting off despair and significant depression while levels of anxieties were going up.
Depression, and I also had a lot of problems with mania.
I think many clients have never experienced that, where they have someone that doesn't give up, that is there, that sees them at their worst and says kind of non-judgmentally, it's okay, you know, we got this.
The clients we see go through a lot of things, and sometimes I'll hear clients' backstory and I'll think to myself, holy crap, you made it through that?
Working at Cornerstone Montgomery teaches you how to deal with current situations when a client is having a tough time, you can say, or when they're having a great time. Because of their diagnosis, the response wouldn't be the same as your child or even as to another person. Every client is different and every response should be different towards them.
The first big way that changed my life is I joined a DBT group, dialectic behavioral treatment group. And the learning from that in terms of coping day to day and how to manage my, let's just say, anger issues was incredibly beneficial right off the bat.
And then I got introduced to the art program, Studio Insight, and met Tessa Barr, who was my mentor for 3 years in the Studio Insight program. And I was able to get back in touch with myself as an artist, which I had lost while I was very sick.
We have over 700 people who are in our employment program, so we help a lot of people get jobs, either who have been displaced from the work space because of their mental illness or never had a chance to get into that workspace because of the development of their mental illness.
Hey, it's Shane with the vocational department, and I just left a joint interview with one of our job seekers and the general manager of Harris Teeter, one of our great employer partners. What I love the most about this part of my job is the look on our clients' faces when they finally get called in for an interview or made a job offer. Working for Cornerstone Montgomery is a great way to give back to your community because we educate employers every day on working with mental health in the workplace to help rid the stigma behind it.
You wanting to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to help the clients maintain that resiliency and continue their success. And it's been hard. It is hard. We have had quite a few clients who've lost employment because of COVID-19. We've also had many clients who've had to stay employed because they're considered essential. So we're seeing both sides. We're seeing the same things that are playing out, you know, all over the community within our own clients and the people that we're serving. So I think that encourages you to keep pushing and to keep, you know, providing the best services that we can and being there for the clients and making sure that you're being flexible and being creative, especially during times like this.
Cornerstone Montgomery has definitely changed my life through, they allow me to be independent, but kind of pick and choose how much support I need. So if I'm going through a tough time, then I can reach out to my RC and say, hey, I need more support.
I kept taking the next step, and I've learned how to talk myself through things and be nicer to myself, because I used to just be so hard on myself. And so instead of getting stuck in that catatonia and letting it paralyze me, I was like, let's eat even though you're not hungry. Like, let's take a shower, let's take our meds and go to bed, because it's gonna pass.
people can come to Cornerstone Montgomery just riddled with struggles, not knowing where to turn. And slowly but surely, if you chisel away and have those supports in place, you're able to see, or they're able to see that they're not identified by their mental illness, that it's not, oh, there's that client or there's that person with mental illness. It's more about, here I am, this is my name, I work at so-and-so, and I have friends, and I'm happy.
When I came to Cornerstone, it was a new leaf, and it's been 10 years since I've been in Cornerstone, and I have not had one hospitalization.
All of a sudden, I'm filling out forms and various things on my own. It was definitely like an adulting 101 class.
To get back into a day-to-day routine so that I'm not full of anxiety or despair was incredible, useful.
And I appreciate the teachings that Cornerstone had provided me on understanding how to relate and to deal with situations.
I think, working with the clients and seeing their progress is much more fulfilling than, any other job that I can think of.
Cornerstone is responsible for getting me to a point where I really became stable for the first time, and it was very exciting and new and refreshing.
Hope means that I have faith for positive change. And I think also with dignity and resilience means finding the strength to love and accept myself, to be aware of my shortcomings, continue to work on myself. Recovery is a lifelong process. It's a process. It's not a destination. It's not like I'm better and I'm cured and check that box, It's daily work.
I think the part that makes me feel good is that being there, Cornerstone being there, is actually helping, because it's helping people control themselves, it's helping people manage their symptoms.
And being able to do that, to act as an advocate, I think demonstrates that our clients, the ones we serve, are not forgotten, that they have allies.
I get to be, a daughter and an aunt and a sister, and, they see my progress as well, and I'm just really grateful.